Ex-cop not guilty after accidentally killing girlfriend and covering it up. What is going on in the world? Let's see what's going on.
Former cop found not guilty after killing girlfriend, covering it up, tried to hide it, get away with it. This is a hell of a story. Put up the picture full mass. In Illinois, Pierre Taylor, a former Chicago police officer who claimed he accidentally shot and killed 29-year-old Andres Wofford. Accidentally, he's a cop. He accidentally killed her, according to him, who was the mother of his child, in self-defense. So you got to understand the story here. He accidentally killed her, but it was accidentally self-defense. There.
Make it make sense. How do you accidentally kill somebody? And then you say it was out of self-defense. Usually, if you are defending yourself, then you're going to you're going to do what you need to do to get out of that situation. So how is it an accident if it was self-defense? I don't know. That
There's more. 3 years ago was found not guilty. He killed her 3 years ago, but he was now found not guilty, despite evidence that he even tried to cover up what he had done. Okay.
What?
So Tyler testified that she grabbed him, Ms. Wofford grabbed the gun in the heat of an argument after accusing him of being with someone else. Tyler said he admitted to cheating and that he was a bigamist. That's called motive.
Why is pause? Why is all these like crazy like domestic? It's always surrounding domestics. It's always surrounding like fights or over couples, like cheating, being married to somebody else. Like what the? I swear, like it. I'm single now, inferred by choice. Like, cause you gotta really be careful who you involve yourself with, cause this is a mess.
Motive, by the way. There's more. The gripping testimony ended dramatically as Tyler demonstrated how he tried to wrestle the gun from the woman's hands, causing the weapon to go off accidentally and then shoot the person who just accused him of this matter. And he shot her in the face. He said he panicked and intentionally did not call 911 because he feared investigators might not believe his story.
Wait.
Tyler testified that he left the apartment with a gun, as well as Wofford keys and phone, going out the back door to avoid being spotted after the fatal gunshot. In the hours that followed, Tyler sent text messages from Wofford's phone to her friends and family, discarded the gun in a vacant lot, disposed of her personal effects, though he said he could not recall exactly how, highlighting the contradictions in this story. Prosecutor said this man literally got on phone, started texting people to say, hey, I'm still alive, to cover up what he had done. All right? So during the trial, prosecutors claimed Tyler shot Wofford as she attempted to leave the apartment following the argument and then tried to cover up the crime by lying to investigators. A Chicago police detective testified that Wofford's body showed no signs of struggle for the gun, as her nails were perfect and not broken. The woman's body was discovered by her family the next day after she didn't pick up her children the previous night and could not be reached further. Prosecutors emphasized that Tyler drove Wofford's mother back to her apartment without revealing that he knew her daughter was lying there, dead. After the verdict was read, Wofford's family members were overcome with grief and left the court in tears. Assistant State Attorney Griffin called Wofford a beautiful young woman with her whole life ahead of her, while suggesting that Tyler had gotten away with murder. She was done with the relationship, Griffin said. She told him she was going to file for child support and keep him away from his kids. She was on her way out the door, put her coat on, zipped it all the way up. She tried to leave, but he wasn't done. Back at the department, a spokesperson told the Chicago Sun-Times that Tyler is listed as inactive and remains on leave of absence. It was not immediately clear if he planned to return to the force. But he can now because he's been found not guilty. After all of those crimes that you just heard, he was found not guilty.
How?
He's still technically a cop right now. This is why people hate this system. Hate it. Clearly. Evidence of a guilty conscience. Evidence of knowing you killed someone. You are a police officer. The forensic evidence doesn't even agree with you. Francesca, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, look, the amount of domestic violence, sadly, within the police force is...
The fact that you claim it was self-defense, but then you do all the most to cover up the murder. Like, you took her phone, you took her personal items, and you got rid of the gun. Like, you're doing all this suspicious stuff, texting her family that she's still alive. Even after all of that, you still get away? Like, how? Why does the system keep failing innocent people, innocent lives? Like, you can not really fully trust this government in this justice system, because it's rigged at this. It's always been rigged in the favor of the people that it serves best, and it's not the general public at all.
Is massive. We don't talk about that because it seems like they do a good enough job distracting us by killing unarmed people enough, right? But no, if you happen to be in a relationship with one, not all, but again, the instances are way higher. This is also the father of her children. He killed the mother of his kids.
Like your own kids.
What are you doing? And so, look, the last thing I'm going to say is part of the impunity of cops in this country, the fact that we don't have, qualified immunity federally, or that's been undone, the fact, or that we have qualified immunity, and we haven't undone it. It trickles down to juries. It's very difficult for a jury to convict a cop. It just is. The defense has an incredible, easy time convincing us this is a fine, upstanding man who just sort of snapped all of a sudden and shot his mom's, the mother of his kids in the face and killed her. And let her sit there and clearly covered it up. Doc, I'm watching the Jinx documentary with Robert Durst, right? I mean, it's like sending the note to the cops. He's clearly trying to cover it up because he did it. So, but yet juries, somehow, if you wear the badge, they think you're untouchable.
So unbelievable. But
that's BS. And how are you above the law? Like, you're supposed... Like, I feel like if you sign up to be in the law, then you need to be the main ones getting held accountable for, because you're the ones that people are supposed to trust, the safety of the public. So when you do things that are just outrageous crime, how do you feel like you're immune? That shit is some bullshit. I'm telling y'all. This country, this is why this country in the world is the way it is now. But I promise you, it's not gonna last. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Also hit that subscribe button.